status okay and you're not receiving video data at a fast enough rate, your viewers may experience buffering.
Is it on? We're having technical difficulties.
Major technical difficulties today.
If you can hear us, we can't hear you or see you, which we never
We
can.
had a major snowstorm in Columbus. Can anybody hear us?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Look at the snow out there.
Well, I think the snowstorm has caused some major problems with internet problems today.
Yeah.
Are we live?
We're live?
I can't see anything on my screen.
Okay, how are we doing with any...
Let me type something to see if anybody's there.
Maybe refresh it.
Okay, let me try that.
Yeah. If we are live...
We
then
might be live. We're not sure if we're live or not.
We're having some technical difficulties. That's for sure.
I got nothing on my screen.
We're going to have to just improv. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not getting any sort of feed through my computer, so if anybody out there is actually watching right now, we had a winter storm move through Columbus.
Yep.
Most places are closed. All schools are closed. But we are in the office today getting ready for Australia, and I know we're now 29 minutes late to the live stream.
Yeah.
And not even sure that the live stream is happening because I'm not getting anything on my computer, and I'm not seeing anything coming through the streams with questions. So...
Well... We have been told that we are live.
We are live, just not on this computer.
What we're going to do is we're just going to maybe just talk to you guys, and we won't be able to answer any questions, but we could tell you what we're going through at the moment with packing and
chaos,
getting ready for Australia.
Complete chaos.
Yeah, we've got some cool stuff to show them. Some toys.
We got some stuff. This is if you thought the live streams were chaotic before, you haven't seen nothing yet. So we have spent the past couple weeks completely getting ready for Australia.
Yeah.
And I'm also fighting a cold, if you wonder why my voice is a little strange.
Yes.
I'm sick today. We are less than 48 hours away from getting on an airplane to fly 20-some hours to Brisbane.
Yeah.
And we have a massive amount of gear that we are taking. It is a crazy logistical... I don't even know what you call it. It's like a giant puzzle to figure out how we get, so let's explain how we do gear previously for YouTube, right? Yeah. Pretty much you, Mark, and I each have a case that has a camera. Pelican case. And then I have my specialty cameras that I carry in my backpack. And we use virtually no equipment to film YouTube content, right?
Yeah.
Minimal kit.
Yeah, we're pretty streamlined.
Right.
Yeah. And then of course we do check bags. Mm-hmm. We have some check bags.
Well, that's our luggage.
Tripods and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But for television production, why do we have so much more gear? Bigger production?
Yeah, it's a bigger production. We have different specs for the type of camera that we need to use. Mm-hmm. So essentially, the footage that we're giving to the network has to be a certain spec.
Right.
So that means a bigger camera.
Yes.
Now, when you're traveling really far destinations...
hold on. Is that a laptop I can use to type things? Oh, sweet. We got a laptop coming in here. Check it out. Yes, a laptop. I can actually see... now I can see us. We are live. This is... Okay, for some reason this computer's not working. The normal computer. All right, continue with the kit conversation.
You get that kind of set.
Let me tackle this.
So yeah, when we travel to like destinations that are pretty far, we always have to have backup. So if we shoot with 2 main cameras, that means we have to have 2 extra cameras as backup. We try to take some on the airplane with us in terms of carry-on. Those are our main rigs, and then everything else goes down below in the cargo. We do have several specialty cameras for this production, and it means we have multiple shooters. So essentially, we have probably like 10 cameras at the maybe.
Yeah, I know. We're not really allowed to talk about the cameras yet. I think some of it's a little top secret until the series comes out, and then we can sort of reveal a little bit more. But I mean, if you guys thought our quality was high caliber before, wait till you see what it's going to be for the Animal Planet series. It's pretty exciting, actually.
Actually, can I share this one?
Yeah, you can share that thing. That's your little travel
check this out.
gizmo.
This is our little DJI Osmo Pockets. This is going to be kind of our new vlog camera.
Right, but that's not really being used for the television show. That's just behind the scenes stuff.
I'm going to film a whole segment on this.
No, we're probably not going to film any episodes on that. But it is pretty cool. Look how tiny that is. It's the DJI Osmo Pocket.
Yep.
Or DJI. I would say GI. I would say DJI. Okay, awesome. Well, we have some comments now starting to come through. T-Bone wants to see some giant pandas. You and me both, T-Bone. Pandas are really difficult to film with, but I think we're working on getting permits for that eventually, right?
Eventually. We did Japan, so it's only natural for us to go to China.
If we got giant salamanders, I'm sure we'll get giant pandas, right?
Yep.
Cool. We got some new members. Oh, T-Bone actually just became a member. Now,
nice.
I think today was supposed to just be a members-only live stream.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure if that's what happened because of the crazy technical difficulties that we faced. And if you're just joining us now,
okay.
It is
members only.
Okay, this is a members only live stream chat, which means that only members have questions coming through on this stream. Anybody can watch live, but only the members themselves are actually able to write in with questions, which is great because that allows us to sort of hone in on some of these questions and answer them. So there's actually a great one right here. Hold on, let me answer this here. Happy Dragon Hand Drawings says, "Hey Coyote, love your channel. Before I found out I was planning on starting my own animal YouTube channel, you've given me tons of insight in how to start and would love to do a collab sometime." Well, nothing is impossible, right?
Yeah.
I mean, with a screen name like Happy Dragon Hand Drawings, collaboration could be possible. So very excited to see what sort of content you come up with there, Happy Dragon. We'll be looking forward to that. Oh, no.
What did you do?
I hit something. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Man, and now I'm also using a laptop that's not my laptop, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, we got a top chat in here from Kyla James, and Kyla asks, "I know you live in Arizona. I go every year, so tell me some stuff to do." Actually, I don't live in Arizona. So I live in Columbus, Ohio, but I do go to Arizona quite frequently. Lots of great stuff to do. My favorite thing to do in Arizona, well, two favorite things.
Okay.
Visit the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum and also go to the Tucson Gem and Mineral Store.
Yeah, those are definitely two things to do there.
Two favorites, right?
My favorite thing to do is go out herping, looking for reptiles and amphibians.
Right, but if you guys go out looking for reptiles and amphibians, definitely only admire the rattlesnakes and Gila monsters from a safe distance, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So you guys know we've got the Brave Wilderness Adventure Kit. This is, like, we keep pushing the adventure kit to let everybody know what's in the works. Hey, can you throw me that kit over there?
Yep, I can grab it.
Can you grab it? Yeah, you. Yeah. Trent behind the camera, who's trying to help us with technical issues. Okay, so they're the Brave Wilderness Adventure Kit. This is the first box that's out, and they wanted me to share with you guys that there are only a few of these left. How crazy is that? There's only a few of the first box left, and the second box is getting ready to ship in the month of March. I don't have an exact date yet. Actually, I do, but I'm not allowed to say it, but it is shipping in March. And you know what they gave me today? Two things that we can tease. Yeah. That are going to be inside the box. These are pretty cool. You're going to share them with the Coyote Pack?
Definitely.
Which one do you want? Left hand, right hand? Okay.
That guy.
So it is the Reptiles and Amphibians box, and a tiny toxic jelly bean that is going to be in this kit is, go ahead, reveal it to the audience.
There it is. Oh.
Granular poison frog. Pretty awesome, right?
It is awesome. This was one of our favorite amphibians to encounter on our first trip to Costa Rica, right?
Right. Tiny toxic little jelly bean, which the toy itself is a little bit bigger than actual size, but it's anatomically about as accurate as it gets for a poison frog.
Yeah, I love the color scheme. I love the bumps on the back. That's why it gets the name granuliferi, right? Because of the granular texture.
Right.
Color's great. It's awesome.
Yeah, super cool toy coming in the box. And the second one that's coming, check it out. You ready?
Yeah.
The common snapping turtle toy. Check that out. I'll get it closer to the camera so you guys can see. There's the sneak peek of the common snapping turtle. Now, to my knowledge, no one has really created a common snapping turtle toy that is anatomically accurate. You can see the plastron is right on. The carapace does not look like an alligator snapping turtle. And as a kid, I always wanted a toy snapping turtle, and it wasn't until I was a big kid, like I am now, that we actually were in a position to make a snapping turtle toy. So this one
pretty neat.
is also going to be a part of the Reptiles kit. So let me see this guy. Get them both up close for the camera. I have no idea if that's in focus, but that is pretty cool. And then, of course, we also still have a few executioner wasps left as well, which is a completely separate toy you can buy aside from the adventure kits. Nice. So, adventure kit number 2 is coming soon. If you haven't ordered it yet, make sure to hop onto the Brave Wilderness store. Those are available, and just a few of the first adventure kits are also available. So now I'm able to see there's a slight delay between this laptop and today's chaos, right?
Yeah.
Most of us didn't even make it into the office on time because the snow was so bad. There was so much of it, and that heavy slushy snow, right?
Yeah. I mean, it is definitely chaos here in the office. We have gear and boxes all over the place. Every day there's new, boxes coming in, and we got another box, open it up, pack it up, we have to document everything. So it's definitely pretty chaotic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lots of chaos. Is this thing showing up on screen? I think we're changing some camera settings. Got 104 minutes.
Well, that's a waveform.
Is that is that popping up on the screen?
There you go.
Yeah, all right, now it's gone.
Let's answer some more.
Let's get to some questions. JF Jax asks, have we ever been to Minnesota? No, we have not done any episodes in Minnesota yet, but I would love to do some Dragon Tales episodes there. There's actually very large snapping turtles that live in Minnesota.
That'd be cool.
That would be a cool spot to do as well. No,
what's happening?
That's my phone is ringing. No, that's my phone. Hold on. Decline. Somebody left the ringer on during the live stream. All right, let's see what other... Oh, we got a new member. Welcome, Lily Plays, to the official Coyote Pack membership team. All right, got some other questions coming in here. Dread plays Fortnite, Minecraft, and more. Can you see my chat? Yes, I can. Do you have any questions? Another thing that's difficult about getting ready for trips like this is we all seem to get colds right before we leave, right?
You do.
I always get a cold before we go on a trip. I got a cold the last time before we went to Australia, before South Africa.
In South Africa, too.
I was sick in South Africa for the first 2 weeks. I remember the Puff Adder video. People were like, why does Coyote's voice sound weird?
Yeah.
Even when I'm sick, I'm still working. I probably should be in bed right now, but this is way more fun. This is way more fun than resting. So in Australia, we've got lots of stuff that we're going to be doing. I know we just did an episode recently about monitor lizards and going after the parenti. Mario, why don't you tell everybody about some of the other species we're going to try to get to, and I'm going to find some questions to answer.
Okay, let's see. I don't know how much I can reveal, but so we did the monitor segment, and monitors are going to be a big part of the segments that we're filming in Australia because there's lots of species. Actually, did you know there's 30 plus species of monitor lizards in Australia? So they're like the land of the dragons. But besides that, of course, we're going to do snakes, both venomous and non-venomous. We're going to be doing a bunch of lizard species, of course, blue-tongued skinks, for lizards, thorny devils, hopefully.
Right.
And then we're going to do some marine stuff. They have a lot of really toxic marine critters.
Everything's toxic in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the species we're going after probably will be the most toxic as in dangerous episodes we've ever filmed. And again, it all breaks down to, are we going to be able to find, going to be able to catch these animals? Blue ring octopus, stonefish, cone snails, stingrays, king brown, inland taipan, seriously dangerous creatures, right?
Yeah, so, in order to find these animals, we have to give ourselves a lot of time. So this is one of the longest trips that we've scheduled in terms of we're going to be in the field for several weeks.
7 weeks in total, in fact, which is crazy. Okay, so we got a good question in here, Mario, that I think is a good one to talk about.
Okay.
Fantastic Films asks, do you guys have any advice for someone like me who wants to be a nature filmmaker? I think what's really cool about what we've done on the Brave Wilderness channel is, this day and age, when I was in school, when you were in school, getting your hands on a video camera, on something small. Here, I'll even grab one of these ones off my shelf back here. This is my whole collection in the background of cameras that have been featured throughout our course of making stuff for YouTube. This is the JVC Quad Proof camera, right? You see this little tiny camera here. a tiny little thing. This one, I don't think, no, this isn't the one that got bit by a snapping turtle. Sometimes these come into some pretty dangerous situations and they end up getting destroyed. But it's an extremely inexpensive camera that is pretty much affordable for anybody, and you can film on this. It's got great zoom capabilities, great macro capabilities, really decent audio, and you can go out and make your own videos. And what's really cool for us is that what I started to say is when we were in film school or developing our careers, cameras like this didn't exist.
No.
So now everybody out there has the opportunity to use a GoPro or use a JVC Quad Proof to go out and make their own videos.
Yeah, that's right. You basically have probably a camera in your phone right now that can record video as well.
Right.
Pretty good. Now you've got these little guys like this. So technology's to the point where anyone can actually have a camera. And of course, we got all the social medias where you can actually post your work.
Right.
And you can start developing a following.
Between Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, it really is an endless opportunity for distribution. And that historically has always been the most difficult thing for anybody who's a filmmaker is how do you distribute that content to an audience, right?
Yeah.
So in the past, it would be, all right, you write a screenplay, you get a studio or a private financer to fund the project, you get it made. In the case of a movie, you hope you get it to a film festival, and then it gets distribution. Nowadays, with social media, you can make movies in your backyard. You know, call them movies, call them wildlife videos, call them whatever you want. You can distribute them on your own and share them. You know, it starts with your friends. Like, we just crossed, this is kind of cool. We just crossed 14 million subscribers on the Brave Wilderness channel yesterday, day before, like this week, right?
Yep.
And we started at 0 subscribers.
Yeah. I remember
0,
that.
You know?
Yeah, it's a testament to the fact that it is easy for you to take control of your content. It's easy for you to distribute, as Coyote was saying. So this is the best time to do that, to start your channel, to start getting content, make it unique, make it something you enjoy. Ultimately, you have to enjoy it, you know?
That's a big thing I always say to everybody when they're like, oh, your job must be so fun. It is an incredible amount of fun. Sure, there's a lot of stress that comes with it, but we wouldn't love doing what we're doing if we weren't having a good time creating this content. And, you know, even the chaos of today is a great example. I mean, right now there's around 2,000 of you on this live stream, comments flying in, which is great. I mean, we feel horrible that we were 30 minutes behind on this live stream, but sometimes when it comes to technical difficulties and, you know, internet being down because of storms and stuff like that, chaos happens, but you just go with it. And, you know, having you guys as an audience makes us want to continue creating this content. It's what makes us tick.
Yep, that's our drive.
All right, we got a couple of other good questions in here. This one coming in from, it's another one from T-Bone. There's also Chinese giant salamanders, maybe the largest amphibian out there. Looking forward to seeing that on camera too. Us as well. We do plan to feature that species at some point. Nikon 517 says, hi, love your channel. Have you ever been to New Orleans? If so, what did you think? Actually, we did go to New Orleans once. We attempted to film an episode that unfortunately just didn't work out. Why did it not work out? We went out searching for animals in this one area and had a huge rainstorm move through. Nothing was out, and we chalked it up. That was on the back end of a Dragon Tails trip, I think.
And that has actually happened several times. You go to a location, we try to attempt to film something, and it doesn't work out. So you have to take the losses with the wins. But there's definitely a lot of stuff that we could film in Louisiana.
Right.
We have filmed in Louisiana, though.
We have filmed in Louisiana.
We
a lot
filmed
of great
in
content
northern
there.
Louisiana. Yeah.
I like how there's these little emojis now with our faces. I didn't know that this was a thing. There's Mario, Mark, and Coyote emoji faces. Little Lily Plays is putting up some of those. Thanks for doing that, Lily. Here's one from Nathan Todd. Can you come to New Zealand? As a matter of fact, Nathan Todd, we are going to New Zealand. We're going to film at Hobbiton, where they filmed the Shire scenes for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
We're also doing a couple of other things there. We may work with a Kiwi sanctuary. That's something that's in progress right now. But yeah, in like 7 weeks, we will 100% be in New Zealand. So maybe you'll see us there. Come up to Massachusetts to film some wildlife, says Jazz. Actually, I think we're going to film in Massachusetts this year too, aren't we?
Yes.
Are you checking text messages during a live stream?
I don't know if this is live stream stuff or I'm getting like, this is live, okay? So
you never know what's gonna happen.
Look at this. I just got some information about an upcoming trip.
Oh, from New Zealand. About New Zealand. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
We just got an email about filming in New Zealand while talking about New Zealand. That's probably a good sign. Okay, Fortnite Troop 789 says, will you go to Africa and encounter the green mamba or the black mamba? Most likely, yes. But we're starting with some of the other super venomous snakes in Australia.
Yeah. When we're in Africa, unfortunately, we're in South Africa, which was not in range of the green or black mambas. Mm-hmm. They did have boom slangs, mm-hmm. which we did not encounter.
Didn't see any.
But definitely, I think a segment that's the green and black. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
maybe Africa's deadliest snakes.
Right.
That could be a segment.
Or maybe which one's more deadly, the green mamba or the black mamba? I'll get bit on one hand by one and one hand on the other.
No.
I wonder what would happen if you got bit by both mambas at the same time. Probably immediate, like you'd explode. Yeah.
Maybe it cancel. Does it cancel the venom out? It'll be like.
I don't know, but we're not going to try.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Amy Stoops asks, are you ever going to do a show in Maine?
Yeah.
As in, like, film content in Maine. We'll probably go back to Maine. We've filmed content in Maine before, which was fantastic.
Remember Bloodwormin'?
Bloodwormin' in the Rain? I'd sing that song if my voice wasn't so shot right now. But yes, we do plan on returning to Maine probably for some live touring stuff as well when the next Brave Adventures book comes out. Okay, the Aeolian Volpix asks, have you ever considered going to South America, especially the jungle we all know of?
Are these people like? Can they read minds?
Can they read into my email on the computer? Maybe so. Yes, we are definitely going to South America this year as well for the Animal Planet series. That's all in the works right now. We're not exactly sure what species. We don't want to give away anything yet, but it is all in pretty heavy pre-production. And it looks like it's going to happen, which is exciting. We got to get Australia in the can first, though. Let's see. Okay, Happy Dragon Hand Drawings as another good question. I want to answer this because we've gotten this a lot. I know we just answered one from them or shouted them out. Is Return to the Wilderness a single video or is that the series? I know a lot of you have watched Return to the Wilderness, which is still streaming for free right now on Animal Planet Go or Animal Planet's website. Return to the Wilderness is not the series that we are creating for Animal Planet. It was a one-off documentary. Mm-hmm. That means it was just a one-time thing. There was sort of like an extended movie trailer in that Animal Planet's audience in the television realm may not know us the way YouTube does. So this was our way to say, these are some of the videos we've created. This is what we hope to create for the future.
Yeah.
And it was basically just a fun project for us to create that went onto Animal Planet, but it is in no way exemplatory. Is that a word? Exemplatory?
Kind of. There's no way an example.
It was in no way an example of what our show will be.
Yeah, I think what's going to be unique about our series is it's going to be, each segment's going to be different. Each concept. I don't think we're going to really have a formula. We're just going to let the situation dictate what's going to happen, when we're out in the field. Kind of like our YouTube content, right? Mm-hmm. We don't really have a formula. Some segments are, more fast-paced. Some of them are a little slower,
Yeah. Okay, we got a great question here from Gladiator AE, and Gladiator asks, any plans for India? People would love you there. Well, good to know that we'd be loved in India, and yeah, India is definitely on the radar because a lot of people want us to feature the king cobra.
Yeah,
and that's where we got to go.
There's a lot of species. I would love to feature the Gario. Have you ever
that would be pretty sweet.
That crocodilian species, that's a really long snout.
Yep. Here's one from Si Young Choi wanting to know, would you come to Pennsylvania? Actually, it's strange that we have not filmed in Pennsylvania before because it's such a close neighbor to us here in Ohio. There are a number of different species in Pennsylvania. What's funny is that I almost filmed a series of Dragon Tales episodes in Pennsylvania a couple years ago. The contact fell through at the last minute, but yes, we do plan on returning to Pennsylvania at some point. I love the wilderness in Pennsylvania.
The whole southeast here is pretty cool with that. In Pennsylvania, we could potentially find like the timber rattlesnakes and copperheads. We haven't actually featured timber rattlesnakes.
No. What's crazy is that we're doing so much work for Animal Planet, and the pre-production, the production requires so much heavy lifting, but we do have a lot of sort of, I don't know if you want to call them backyard type species that we still plan to feature here in the United States that will be featured on YouTube. As well. Like, there's so much content even right here in Ohio that we plan on filming this spring. It's been tough in these winter months because we haven't been able to travel to produce content for YouTube because we've been pre-producing for Animal Planet. Usually we'd be on a trip already right now.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, it's kind of like when we are not on a trip, we're on the weekends, we're actually out looking for animals
Mm-hmm.
regardless, if the weather's good. So we're going to kind of probably start filming more of that when we're out kind of just hanging out and doing our normal searching for an animal, or might as well bring a camera along and make it into a segment, you know?
Yeah, I think, when we announced to everybody that we were doing a series for Animal Planet and that things weren't going to change on YouTube, obviously we're continuing to upload content twice a week, every week on YouTube. The amount of pre-production that goes into making a television series is a massive undertaking, guys. And we know you guys are all being very patient with, waiting for that series to come out, waiting for more YouTube content. But it's a lot of work.
It is. And Australia is going to be kind of the testing grounds. So after Australia, we'll see, okay, how much more difficult was it?
Right.
We're trying to also film YouTube content there as well,
Yep.
right? So we've got our hands full.
Yeah.
But it's going to be fun, and I think we could achieve everything.
Not to mention a number of other projects we have in development for this year
That's right.
that we haven't even brought up yet. We're not allowed to talk about
At
them yet,
least
so-
two.
At least two.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another great question in here from Brandon Carmichael, and Brandon asks, have you ever been to the Outer Banks of North Carolina? It'd be amazing for Blue Wilderness. Lots of shipwrecks to explore. Graveyard to the Atlantic. Great question, Brandon. Mark has a couple of different Blue Wilderness projects in development right now. And yes, Blue Wilderness episodes are going to continue to come out. They're continue to be filmed. Is your phone just going off in the middle of... My ringer's going off. Your Google is talking. Everything's happening today.
What is happening here?
Let's see. We got some others here. Holly North Walton asks if we have any pets. Yes, I've got 4 baby snapping turtles and a dog named Charlie. You've got some pets,
I do.
right?
I've got 2 tarantulas, 1 Mexican red knee, and 1 smaller tarantula from Arizona. I've got an emperor scorpion, and I have... Did I say 2 tarantulas? I have 3 tarantulas.
You have 3 tarantulas?
I do. I have the pink-tailed tarantula as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are tarantulas that travel with us sometimes for the Brave Adventures live show.
They're can I tell them a secret?
Sure, you can tell a secret.
They're all named Matilda because that's their stage name.
Oh, stage name, but they all have individual names.
They do. But when we travel with them, they're all Matilda.
Well, that's because they're celebrities.
They are.
Celebrities travel with stage names usually.
They do.
Do you have a stage name that you travel with?
Aldeboa.
Mario Aldeboa. I think people would recognize that it was you. I usually go as Wolf Masterson.
Yeah.
That's what I usually roll as. Okay, here we go. We got another question in. Wait, I already answered that one. Sorry. Geek Millennial says, why don't you mention only female bees sting? Do only female bees sting? I'm not sure if that's the right answer to that one.
The females,
only the females sting.
The males cannot. The males are drones.
They're just drones.
Yeah.
And they don't ever really leave the nest, do they?
Sometimes they do, but so in the insect world, the females are the ones that sting because the sting is a modified ovipositor. Yeah. So yeah.
But can the queen sting?
I don't think so. I think
know
it's
if
just
the queen
she's
stings.
just pumping out little larvae.
Yeah. And the drones are there just making the comb and taking care of the eggs.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, the gamer wants to know, are we going to tour in Chicago again? Most likely. I actually had a phone call just the other day about the next Brave Adventures tour. We are planning on doing it around the same time that we're going to be promoting the Animal Planet series. So more news on that to come. I would say one thing that everybody has to look forward to is probably our social media feeds coming up over the next few weeks, because as we're traveling to produce the first chunk of episodes for Animal Planet, we're going to have lots of great content coming through in the field. So, follow us on Instagram at Coyote Peterson or at Brave Wilderness, at Mario Aldecoa, at Real Mark Vins. And lots of good stuff to share.
Yeah, that's going to be actually kind of our only contact at that point once we're on the trip. So, we'll definitely do some maybe live Instagram. We've never done that.
We have not.
Instagram, like stories.
Live Instagram stories.
We'll try that. We're going to film with a little pocket thing, which I think we could upload videos fairly quickly.
Right.
We're going to try to be as connected as possible, except when we're out like maybe in the middle of the outback and we have no service.
Yeah, I guess I really didn't take that into consideration. We're going to be so far in the middle of nowhere, I'm not sure what's going to happen when it comes to service, but, technical difficulties will probably happen just like with live streaming. Okay, we got a great question here from Martin O. wanting to know if you're going to be at VidCon this year with me and Mark. Yes, I do believe I will be at VidCon again this year based on production schedule.
That's a sensitive subject.
It is. Yeah, Mario didn't... Wait, why didn't you come last year? Did you not get the invite?
You tell me why I didn't go.
I don't know. I don't make the invites for these things.
You know how many times I'm like, dude, I want to go to VidCon as well.
VidCon. Not com. That's probably why they didn't invite me.
Actually, can I just go to Comic-Con?
I don't know. If they invite us to Comic-Con, I would be glad to go to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be at VidCon. I'll be at VidCon, I think, if they invite me.
Maybe. I don't know if I will.
Maybe.
These guys don't invite
I'll
me.
hide you in my suitcase. Nobody will check. Okay, let's see.
We only have a couple minutes left.
Couple minutes left. Okay. Hudson Toebs asks, how can I help with animal education and involvement more if I can't necessarily do what you guys do? I don't have a great reach, but I still would like to take care of animals. Honestly, one of the ways I tell people the best way to help animals is to get involved with your local wildlife rehabilitation sanctuary. Every single city has a wildlife rehab center for their local species. And whether you're in Ohio and it's taking care of raccoons and herons and hawks and owls, or it's Arizona and you're taking care of antelope, jackrabbits, and Gila monsters and, coyotes. Every city has a wildlife rehab center, and they always need volunteers to help.
Yeah, I agree. You don't have to have necessarily the reach that we have in order to work with wildlife and make a difference. I, for one, volunteered at all the local wildlife sanctuaries and zoos and parks in my hometown, and that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
We still volunteer at places. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for today. We got lots of new great members, Ethan Paul included, and also Kesey Belvins, and I'll just name a couple of these off. Welcome, APL Legends. Lots of awesome new members today, guys. We're going to try to do a members-only live stream chat every month. It's not going to happen in March, though, because we are going to be in Australia in the Outback the entire time.
Yeah.
And having just complications with live streams, even here from Columbus, we wouldn't want to try to do that from the Outback and have it not work. But stay tuned to all of our social media feeds. Lots of good stuff coming. And we're just a couple days away from taking off for the Outback. How exciting is that?
That's awesome.
All right, guys. Well, when we get back from Australia, we will be doing more live streams. Hopefully one that does not have technical difficulty. But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. There were still thousands of you on watching, even though we were 30 minutes late. So thanks for joining us, guys. And we will see you on the next live stream adventure.
See ya.